I will play a Plains and tap it to bring out a Renegade map, which enters the battlefield tapped. And I'll pass to Dragonfly.
All right. I've got a mountain. I'll pass.
Forest for me and pass.
There we go. All right.
I'll play Terramorphic Expanse as my land. And I'll go ahead and tap it and search for a Plains. And I'm gonna sacrifice and tap my Renegade map to put a land in my hand too, a basic land in my hand too.
Sure.
So if you want to go ahead and start Dragonfly while I'm sorting.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Okay. I will play a mountain and pass.
All right. I'll draw a card that belongs in my mono blue EDH deck. They're both Mega Man sleeves, so apparently it got mixed up.
Oh
So
dear.
I'll draw a real card. And I will pass.
Hopefully you're not too mixed up there.
That's a pretty important card, too. A little Lab Maniac. But...
That seems like it might be relevant.
Yeah.
And I'm almost done shuffling here. Okay. I'll play an Evolving Wilds and tap it to search for a mountain and put it in play. And then I'll be passing.
All right. I will play a forest and then tap 3 for a Setessan Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will pass.
All right, I'll draw. I'll play a mountain. I'll finally have some action. And I'll play a Hordling Outburst. Not much action, but some action. And I'll pass.
What's that called? Hordling?
Hordling Outburst. Make three goblins.
3/1/1s.
Yep, 3/1/1 goblins.
Play Plains. I'll tap everything for Gurg's Uprising, and I'll pass.
All right, untap. I'll play a mountain. And I will pass.
All right. Where is all my black mana? Play a forest. I'm going to tap 4 and play Vernal Equinox. All creatures and enchantments have flash.
All creatures?
And enchantments, yes.
Cool.
Does that work for commanders too then?
Yep.
Yes.
Setessan Champion gets a counter and I draw a card. And then I will pass.
All right. Untap, draw. Play Ramming Up Ruins. How big's that champion?
It's a 2/4.
2/4.
Oh, I could have attacked. Oh.
That's flat. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll swing 1 goblin at each of Scrambling and Chiesi and Matt.
All right, I will take 1. What?
1 little goblin. That's all I got. And I'll pass.
I'll play Plains, and I'm going to pass.
Okay, before your end step on the second main, I'm gonna try and flash in my feather.
Let me see. Let me think about that.
So this is during scrambled second main.
Yeah, I'm good. That's fine.
Okie doke. On tap. Play a
I just
mountain.
wanted to increase the suspense for the YouTube channel.
All right. I'll play a mountain.
No, don't do that. It already takes like 5 hours to render the video.
No, I know exactly. I'm a collegiate educator, and so I'm having to do everything on video now.
Oh, jeez.
And YouTube takes so long. Like a 10-minute video takes 45 minutes.
Yeah. I'm just glad I wasn't recording the last game that I played. My internet was really on the fritz, so I didn't record it. Because that game was about 3 hours long.
Oh, wow.
Because it didn't have any red.
Okay.
Everybody was playing, like, there were 2 Bant decks, a mono green and an Aloro.
Okay, I'm going to pass.
All right. I will untap. That is still not black mana. I'm going to tap 5 for...
So you have forests and mountains?
I have forests and mountains, yes.
Okay.
Tap 5 for Blink Mothern. At the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase, that player gets a colorless mana for each artifact they control.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? Blink Moth Urn?
Yes.
Okay.
If Blink
Artifact.
Mothern is untapped, which it most of the time will be. And then I will pass.
At the end of your turn, I'll play Outpost Siege.
So, seems good.
I don't think I've ever cast Outpost Siege as a flash before. That's so cool.
Oh, so that is it all permanents?
It's
It's
enchantments and creatures.
Yes,
Creatures and enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Which mode are you choosing?
What's that?
Which mode are you choosing for Outpost Siege?
It's always going to be cons. It's cons. Yeah.
Is that the draw one?
Yeah, it's the draw one.
Okay.
Mono red can't draw for, crud, so it's the only thing you can do. Hey, all right, it's a land. Sweet. Guess what I'm going to play with that? I'm going to play a land.
Hey, that makes sense.
That's a new dynamic. I like that. I like the enchantments and creatures have flash. That makes things a lot more interesting. I think I'm just gonna pass.
Already.
Nobody expects
I
the
could
Jund
be
group
mean and
hug.
attack, but I'm not going to.
Forest. Tap 4. Shifting Ceratops. And I'll draw off Garrick's Uprising. And that'll be it.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna do something before your second main is over. You're gonna have to get used to that scrambled.
That's all right.
Eric's Uprising. What is that? Let me see. Okay. If you control a creature with 4 or greater, draw a card.
Correct.
Hold on. Whenever a creature of 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control. Okay, I see.
Yeah,
Cool.
that was fine. Yep.
That's a nice one. Okay, I'm going to toss out a quick God's Willing. This is, again, at the end step because I want to make sure they come back in my hand.
Right.
So I'm going to cast a God's Willing on her, give her pro red, and then scry 1. And I'm going to leave it on top. And then I'm also going to cast a Moment of Triumph, which gives her +2/+2 until end of turn, and I gain 2 life.
Okay.
So that puts me up to 42, or 41. And then your end step, and untap.
Does Garruk's Uprising give them all trample too?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 2 and play an Arcane Signet. And I will pass.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. I will get a colorless off Blink Mothern. Okay. I'll play a forest. And then 7. I have 7 mana. Which would be more fun? Do people
There's
want
a
more
lot of
creatures
fun
or
things.
more mana?
More mana?
Mana.
Mana? Okay. Oh, but I want more cards.
I think I see what's coming.
That's fine. I would be surprised if you do. Shizuko, Caller of Autumn.
Oh, maybe not.
It's a 2/3 Snake Shaman. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player adds 3 green to their mana pool. That mana doesn't empty until their end, till the end of their turn.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
I need to get one of those for my Kenrith deck.
I had
Okay.
a colorless floating off Blink Mother, and I'll use that to cast her. And then I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 5 and cast Skargan Hellkite. It's got Riot. I'm going to give it a 1/1 counter.
You're not going to give it haste?
Nah, I think 1/1 counter is better.
What's its base power and toughness?
It's 4/4, but with the counter it gets a 5.
5/5. And then you can pump the power on that, is that right?
I can deal 2 damage divided as I choose among 1 or 2 targets.
Okay.
That's the ability on it. But I have to pay 4 to do that.
Okay.
So it's a lot. So that was the end of your turn. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. So up fire gets exiled with Outpost Siege. I draw.
And you also get 3 green
Play
mana.
land. And I have 3 green mana. You don't have any green open, do you, Scrambled?
No, I have just the planes up.
Okay. Shifting can't get reach.
Correct.
I don't want to be a jerk. I don't like.
Oh, what are they?
I think I'm just gonna leave it up and not do anything with it. But I don't want to waste the 3 green mana. So I'll use the 3 green and 1. Cast Banefire and attempt to kill Feather.
Okay, so how much damage is it doing?
It's just 3.
3 damage. Feather's a 3/4.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it's
that's fine.
3/4.
Too bad. I guess I didn't deal any damage to it. I guess I dealt 3 damage to it and didn't kill it. That's fine.
You sure? All right.
I just wanted something to do with the Banefire, so I felt like I didn't waste it.
Oh yeah, I get it.
I think I'm done.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay on defense.
Mono red staying on defense.
3 green mana.
Yes, you get 3 green. And if you have any artifacts, you get a colorless at your main phase.
No luck there. All right, I'm gonna tap out with the extra 3. Play Gishath. I'll draw. Play a forest that I just drew. And then I would like to swing. I think I'm coming at you, Matt, with Gishath. 7.
And what color is it? Red, green, white. I see.
Red,
yeah.
green, white. Yeah.
7/6. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is cast Moment of Triumph on Feather. I'll block with Feather. I'll cast Moment of Triumph on her, making her, I think it's a her,
Yes.
5 5/6, and then
5/6.
I'm gonna cast Infuriate on her to make her. That's +3/+2, so that's 8, 9. No, so
8/8.
So 8/8.
And then that's it for me. I'm gonna pass right after that.
All right, on your second main phase, I'm going to go ahead and throw a God's Willing red on Feather.
Hold on. Is the damage still on? The damage is. It wasn't first strike damage, was it, from Feather?
It was. It wasn't first strike damage. No. So
So it
she's.
still has 7 on it.
So she's down to one toughness right now.
In response to the God's Willing, I'm going to Flame Tongue Kavu and kill Feather.
What is a Flame Tongue?
It's a creature that deals 4 damage to target creature when it comes in the battlefield.
4 damage, huh?
Yep.
All right, that is going to do it. See ya, Feather. And I do get to scry 1 from the God's Willing.
Yep.
And I'll leave it on top. And these do come back in my hand at the end step. Okay, untap. I have an artifact, so I get 1 colorless and plus a 3 green mana. Draw. Play a plains. What's the name of that creature you just pulled in?
Flame Tongue Kavu.
Flame Tongue. The tongue part.
It's a very famous creature in Magic.
It's nice. Yep, I will pass.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. One, two, three. I am going to play Shiny Impetus on the Skargan Hellkite.
What does it do?
So it gets +2/+2. It's goaded, so it has to attack each
Okay.
combat if able, and
And it
cannot
can't
attack me.
you.
And whenever it attacks, I get a treasure token.
Okay. Yep.
I also draw a card off Setessan Champion, and it gets a counter. Nobody else is playing black. Of course not. My Exotic Orchard continues to not tap for black that I just played. So I still have these 4 floating, so I will tap 2 along with the 4 mana I have floating, and I will play Dual Nature, which says basically whenever a creature comes into play, its controller makes a token copy of it. Whenever the original creature leaves play, the token copy leaves as well, and whenever Dual Nature leaves play, all the tokens that it made leave as well.
Okay.
So your creatures are doubled, and I draw a card off Setessan Champion. Sure, why not? Helm of Awakening. All your spells cost 1 less.
All right.
One colorless less.
1 generic mana less, yes.
That creature token thing, is that just casting or just anytime a creature enters?
Whenever a creature card comes into play, it says.
Nice.
So it wouldn't be tokens.
Correct.
Oh.
It does not copy tokens.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just go infinite with itself.
Sure.
I have exhausted my mana, so I will pass the turn.
All right. I'll untap or put Zealous Conscripts exile, draw for turn. Everything costs 1 generic less.
Everything costs 1 generic less, and you get 3.
Soul Ring for free. Two, 3, 4, 5. I will play Zealous Conscripts. When it comes in, I get an extra copy of Zealous Conscripts. I will steal the Cetessan, and I'll steal the Shifting Ceratops.
Alrighty.
I will still have 3 green floating.
Yep.
I have 3 green. I'll pay and everything costs 1 less too. Shoot.
Yep.
That's right. So it only cost 4. I'll use 2 green or 1 of the green and 2 red to play Neheb. I only get 1 copy of Neheb. The other one's got to die. So I'll play Neheb.
How do you spell that?
Neheb, Dreadhorde Champion.
Aha, yeah.
Then I'll use the other green and 1 to play Legion Warboss. Okay. So I have 2 Legion Warbosses. I don't even know how this is going to work, but that's fine. 2 Legion Warbosses, 2 Zealous Conscripts. Go to combat. At combat, I make 2 Goblin tokens that have to attack. I have to attack with the
Okay.
goaded creature. And there's another goblin. So 2 goblins and the goaded creature have to attack. Everything else doesn't, but I probably will. Also, the goaded creature at scrambled. So that's just, I think it's 7.
7.
7.
Okay.
I'll send the goblins, the 2 zealous conscripts, all at Dragonfly.
Sorry, I think I cut out. What's coming at me?
So you have your creatures coming at you. You have the shifting Ceratops coming at you. You have 2 goblins and 2 zealous conscripts.
Okay, so how much damage is that total?
6, 7, 8. I don't know how much the Cetessan is.
Cetessan's 4.
So 12, and then shifting I think is 5. So it's 17.
Okay. I'll take 17.
And I'll pass turn. You guys get your creatures back.
Cool. So how many blockers you got up over there?
I still have Flametongue Kavu, 2 Legion Warbosses, 3 goblins, and Neheb.
Alright, so lots.
And Neheb can block shifting Ceratops, and they both die. So yeah. Actually, Flametongue Kavu can block 2 and kill the shifting Ceratops.
Alright, I'm going to, let's see. Oh, can't do that.
That's okay. I finally have black mana.
Really?
From the treasure.
Oh, the treasure.
I'm gonna pay 4 for Forerunner of the Empire. So it enters, I can grab Dinosaur, put it on top of my library.
And then it deals damage to it every time it enters.
Whenever it dinosaurs, I may have it if I want to. So that's gonna. So I get 2 of those.
Yep.
So I search up for 2 dinosaurs essentially.
Well,
Mhm.
no, because you'll search, put it on top, and then search again. So the first one will be
Oh,
shuffled.
and then
in.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, just give me 1 second.
You do have a second copy though, so it does do double pings.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna grab Meandering Raptor here. Put that on top. And then it's 1 colorless and 3 green. You said, right?
It's
Yep.
you get a colorless for each artifact that you control.
Oh, okay. So just
But everything costs 1 colorless less.
Oh yes, but that is yes.
okay. So in that case, I'm going to pay 2, 3 from the floating, and then cost reductions. Just play Galta.
Oh boy.
That's
And
Is that the 10-10?
yes.
12-12, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, 12.
Yeah.
Trample.
12?
Yep.
And trample. Okay.
I'm going to opt not to do the 1 damage to it. I'll draw from Gurk's Uprising. And then I will
You could do
pass.
4 damage to each creature.
What's that?
I said you could do 4 damage to each creature.
No thanks.
You could.
But yeah,
You absolutely could.
wait. What's
Yeah,
that?
because you've got 2 forerunners, right? You've got the forerunner and you've got a token forerunner, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 2
And
Galtas
you
just
have
entered.
a Galta. You have 2
Well,
Galtas too.
How does it work with the legendary?
It comes in, but then it's immediately
Galta's-
sacrificed. It still triggers
Yeah,
it.
you can't
That
have
is a
2
ping.
copies of it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I see. Yeah, so I guess I didn't realize it's everybody's creatures. Oh yeah, I guess I would like to do that then. I'm gonna do it 3 times so I don't kill the shifting Ceratops.
Yep.
So ping everything for 3.
Good. Now I can breathe a little bit.
I think that does kill your
And then
forerunners.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
All right. So during your main phase, I'm going to tap 2 white. But let's see, the 1 colorless less is not going to count for the commander tax, right?
I
Yeah,
believe it
sure.
does.
It does. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it makes our commanders 1, our commander tax 1 then. So
Mhm.
I'll
Well, the
pay.
first time.
The first one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it reduces it by 1 each time at least. Oh yeah, I see. Right. Okay, so I'll go ahead and bring Feather in, and then that's a token of her.
You only get 1. You don't get both.
Oh, legendary. Right.
Yep.
Never mind. Duh. All right. Thanks. And then I will untap.
I will bring to your attention the thing giving you 3 green mana died from the forerunners, so no more 3 green.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I have 1 colorless mana from my artifact.
Should have waited on that Zealot. Well, I couldn't wait on the Zealot's conscript. Stealing Galta would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man. So Paluster, you're what's that? It's a Hellkite that has the counter on it.
Hellkite, it has a counter on it, and it has +2/+2 with the enchantment
Okay.
on it. So it's a 7/7.
Okay. And then how big is Citizen Champion?
Currently it is a
what's the power?
4. It's a 4/6.
Okay. Okay. And then All right, I'm going to cast. Indecision here. It's hard playing with 4. Okay, I think I'm going to stay defensive and pass to the next person.
All right. I will untap and drop. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I have a treasure. 10 with the treasure. 4. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna sacrifice this treasure for black. And then red, and 2 more. I'm gonna play Allure of the Unknown. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna reveal the top 6 cards of my deck. And I'm gonna say, let's say, Scrambled is gonna pick one of them to exile, and then he can cast that for free, and then the other 5 go into my hand.
Yep.
Okay.
So I will reveal Forest, Dictate of Karametra, New Frontiers, which is X and a green. Each player tutors for up to X basic lands, puts them into play tapped. Forest, Evolving Wilds.
Oh, okay. Well, so what are the not lands?
Dictate of Karametra, which is an enchantment that says whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana to their mana pool of any type that land produced. And New Frontiers, which is X and a green. Each player may search their deck for up to X basic lands and put them into play tapped.
But I think that's going to have to be 0, right?
Yeah, if you cast it, it would be 0
Without
because you're
mana
casting
cost.
it for free.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the enchantment.
Okay. All right, and you're going to cast it?
Yeah.
All right. So that is not on my side of the field, so I will set it over here. That's hard to see, though. I'll set it here. All right, so lands are doubled. These go into my hand.
Oh my gosh. I can't even do the math here.
I'm going to play this Evolving Wilds so I can finally get more black mana. And I'm going to... I'm just going to go all out on this. I'm going to play Old Growth Dryads. It's going to be copied. So it's a 3/3. When it enters, each opponent may search their deck for a basic land and put it on the battlefield tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm also going to cast New Frontiers for X equals 6. So each player can basically look for up to 8 basics and put them into play tapped.
So that's a combination of all those?
Yeah, and I'm going to crack my Evolving Wilds at the same time. Just so we're not doing like 4 different... Oh, I'm sorry. It's 9, 10, 11
It's
basics.
7, I think, right?
Sorry?
11 bases.
So what is it, 7 or 11?
It's 11.
I've never seen Vaevictis group hug. It's interesting.
Nobody expects it.
That's a little lighter.
Bet you're going to want that Laboratory Maniac now.
I just want to draw something of substance. That would be nice.
Well, there's a lot less lands in your deck now, so...
Exactly.
9, 8.
Do you have anything else, or are you
No,
done?
sorry, that's it for me.
Okay.
I'm just shuffling my deck.
All right, untap Skargan. Trigger on Outpost Siege. It's a hunted dragon. Draw for turn. doesn't do anything. So I have one colorless with the artifact that came in, and everything costs one colorless less.
And all your
But I
lands are
still have to
doubled.
pay for it. I'm going to cycle. That doesn't do anything either. Everybody just got all their basics. I'll cast Hunted Dragon. I'll give you know what? You've been so generous, Dragon. You can have 3/1/1 or 3/2/2 white knights.
Don't
With
forget it's
first strike.
copied.
Oh yeah, you get. So I'll give the other 3 to Matt.
Does it copy tokens?
It doesn't copy
Oh,
tokens,
No, it
but
doesn't
it copies the
copy
Hunted
tokens,
Dragon.
but it does copy the creature. So
Okay.
Matt, you can have one also. You can have 3/2/2 knights.
And those are knights with first strike.
Yep, 3/2/2 knights with first strike.
Are you guys okay if I just put that out?
Yeah,
That's fine.
There's
That's
3 of
fine.
those.
I have to attack with Skargan. I figure out a way out of this, so I guess I'll do it this way. I'll pay 4, kill one of the knights that Matt has. I'll pay 4, kill 2 of the knights. I'll actually just, yeah, I'll pay it all and kill all 3 knights. I wasn't planning on doing that. I would, or else I wouldn't have had you go to the trouble, but yeah.
So it's all 3 knights on for
All
both
3
of
of
us?
them are dead, yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm going to attack you with Skargan and also Neheb.
Me?
Yeah. So Neheb is 5/4 trample on the ground, and Skargan is 7/7 in the air.
And then Neheb has a deal whenever he deals combat damage. Oh, that lets you draw. That lets you discard and draw. Okay.
Right.
So 5/4 trample and 7/7 flying.
Yep. I don't want to do this, Matt, but yeah.
Okay, so I've got 2 red. I'm going to put Infuriate on Feather.
Yep.
Make her, and we'll go ahead and do the, what's the other one? Moment of Triumph. So I've got a floating white and a floating red, and she's an 8/8.
Yep.
So that'll take care of the Hellkite
Okay.
and block her. And
Yep.
then I am going to, yeah, that's all for me.
So take 5.
So I take 5.
And I'll discard my hand, which will be Hour of Devastation and Blood Moon. I'll draw 2 cards and get 2 red.
And then Moment of Truth gains me 2 life too, so I take 3 total.
And I haven't played a land, so I'll play the Flamekin Village. And that will be the end of my turn. I'll pass.
All right. Wow. So double all the mana we can produce.
Yep. And oh, I forgot it doubled all our mana too. Well, oh well, that's all right.
All right. I'm gonna start with paying 1 forest for Savage Summoning. So the next creature I cast comes in with an extra counter, and it can't be countered itself. And then I'm going to pay 2, 4, 6, 8 for Waking Sun's Avatar. So destroy all non-dinosaur creatures.
So when something's destroyed, we can use a regenerate skill on it, and that works, right?
Yeah, if it doesn't say.
Yeah, but it's tapped if you do.
Yeah.
It regenerate taps it.
Oh, regenerate taps it.
Yep. You put a regeneration shield on. If it would die, then it gets tapped. That's the.
It's a replacement effect. It's instead of being destroyed, it's tapped and removed from combat, and
Yeah.
all damage is removed from it.
Okay. I'm going to cast Leave. Return any number of target permanents you own to your hand. These came back to my hand, by the way, from last turn. So I'm going to return this permanent back to my hand.
Okay.
Seems
Yep.
decent.
How much mana do you have open there, Matt?
3, 4, 5, 6.
A lot.
I've got 14
Lots.
white and
Right, yeah.
16 red.
I forgot everyone has all theirs. Okay. I'm gonna pay 8, or oh no, I gotta pay 9. Bring Gishath back.
You've got 2 of those Awakening Sun avatars, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're not legendary. Even better. Let's see what else I have here. Two, 4, 6, 8. We'll go Zapalta. And then let's do some combat.
Yay, combat.
I'm going to swing Gishath at Ulster. Galta will be coming at Dragonfly. And Shifting Ceratops will be going to you, Matt.
Okay.
Yishak's 7 commander.
Correct.
Yep.
Let me know before you go to blocks.
I can't block, so.
In response to there, I'm going to pay 2 for Unleash Fury and double Gishath's power until end of turn. So
Is that for target or is that for all?
Double the power of target creature until end of turn.
Yep,
So-
take 14 general.
I'd like to flash in Feather if I can to block Ceratops.
Sure.
And
Are we Ceratops die from that?
yeah, and then I've got well, I'll just tap another planes. I'll have some floating mana, but I'll cast Moment of Triumph on Feather to make her 5/6. Is Ceratops just 5/4?
Yeah, he's at 5/4.
Actually, I think Zatalpa has creatures coming. No, that's not. That's the wrong one. Sorry. I was thinking Zatalpa had creatures coming to play tapped, but no.
Oh, yeah, that's a Sunwing or
Sunwing.
something.
That's, Sunwing.
All right, so Ceratops will die. I guess
I think it
I
was 23.
gotta get my triggers off Garox. Well, that already passed. We'll just forget about that. So I'm gonna flip top 14 for Gishath, and all dinosaurs stay. 6. Okay, so we got Trapjaw Tyrant, Sunwing, ironically.
Yep.
Regisaur Alpha, Polyraptor, Raging Swordtooth, and that's it.
Are we putting copies of all those in too?
Yeah.
Copies of them as well. Yep.
Oh man, you got a
All
copy of Polyraptor? That's unheard of.
When Swordtooth enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to each other creature. So I'll make 3 Polyraptors. Or, well, one token Polyraptor, then from the Enraged trigger makes another one.
It makes another 2.
Oh, because it makes...
2.
Or, I thought we said tokens didn't...
No, the tokens have the ability.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you actually get a
4
total of
okay.
8, I think,
Yeah, it's 8.
because you've got 2 of the
Okay.
dinosaur that pings him.
So 8 damage
Oh,
to every
right.
other
I
creature.
had 2 of those. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's only 2 damage to everything, but the Polyraptors go exponential with the copies.
Yep.
So
Okay. So it is 8 though.
yeah.
Okay.
Because it'll happen the first time, and then it'll happen the second time.
So it goes from 2 to 4 to 8.
All right. So Trapped Tyrant is also going to trigger. So I'm going to take. What's the mana doubling? Oh, I have mana doubling. I'm going to exile that until Trapped Tyrant leaves the battlefield.
Okay.
What's the pile of enchantments over here? Do you have Dragonfly?
So I've got creatures and enchantments have flash. People get colorless mana for the artifacts they control, the creature doubler, and the all spells cost 1 generic mana less.
I'm going to exile the creature doubler.
I will note that if you exile the creature doubler, all the tokens that it makes disappear.
Oh, right. Shoot. Good point. Okay. I guess I'll exile the. What was the first one again? I'm sorry.
Creatures and enchantments have
That you
flash.
mentioned. Yeah, I'll exile that.
Okay.
And then the last thing that happens is I'm going to gain a ton of life from Burned Sun's avatar and go and draw a bunch of cards. Well, I calculate that. If you're going to just go ahead, Matt, because I'm not going to do nothing after that. So I'll pass the turn, and I'll just figure that out for you.
So Burning Sun's avatar does damage when it comes in.
Verdant Suns.
Oh, Verdant Sun.
Yeah, he's the one I gain life. So that's going to be...
Okay. Holy moly.
7. Jeez. Hang on a second.
Let's see. Is everybody then basically tapped out?
I am tapped
Yep.
out. I am not tapped out. I have 1 treasure.
You have 1 treasure.
Yep.
Okay.
I have 2 mana open.
I think I have a floating white mana, and I'm gonna cast God's Willing on Feather for green, just in case there's any floating damage from there, and let me scry. And I'm going to scry to the bottom. And then return cards to my hand. Untap. And draw.
All right, so I'm at 116.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
What's the so scrambled? What's the lowest power on your creatures right now?
Lowest power I have. Sunwing is a 2/3.
And then Sunwing, that is that what when creatures come into play, they come into play tapped?
Correct.
Jolly Sunwing?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out. I'm going to cast Slaughter the Strong. Each player chooses any number of creatures he or she controls with total power 4 or less, then sacrifices all of the creatures he or she controls. So basically, the creatures that you have can total up to 4 with their powers added together.
That's about right.
And then you have to sacrifice everything else.
Okay.
That's everyone.
Real quick, it doesn't really matter now since they're dying, but the Trapshot Tyrants only exile creatures,
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
So,
Yeah.
and it's only opponent controls, so you still have the mana doubler.
Oh, yeah, double whammy. Okay. All right. My bad.
Oh, that's right. You have control of the mana doubler.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you still have the Sunwing. Okay.
And the copy of the Sunwing, probably.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Total 4 last one.
All right. Let's try this. So this goes in the graveyard. So I'm going to declare an attack on Scrambled.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast. So there's actually a floating white mana. I'm going to cast Moment of Triumph, gain 2 life, and she's a 5/6. I'll cast Infuriate. I've got a floating red, so she goes to 8/8. I'll cast with the floating red. I'll cast Reckless Charge. She gets +3/+0, so that's 11. And that's going to be it at you. Coming 11/8 coming at you, commander damage.
Okay. I will block. Trample involved?
No trample involved.
Okay. I will block with
How
one
I
of my
wish.
stones.
All right, and then that is the end of my turn.
All right. I will untap. I will draw. I will play a command tower. Okay. So I have 3 floating from Blink Mothern, and all of our lands are doubled. Oh dear. This is going to be a thing. All right. So I'm going to play Xantcha Sleeper Agent. And I'm going to give her to Scrambled. So
Okay, what's this do?
this is a 5/5 minion that attacks each combat if able and can't attack me or my planeswalkers. When it enters, an opponent of my choice gains control of it. And any player can pay 3 life to draw a card and have you Scrambled lose 2 life. Sorry, they can pay 3 mana, if I said, yeah.
Oh, 3 minutes. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. So it's pay 3 mana, Xantcha's controller loses 2 life, and you draw a card. Any player may activate this ability. So
Okay.
you have that Scrambled. I have 2 mana floating from these, so I will use those and this treasure to activate Xantcha, so you lose 2 life and I draw a card. And then I will use my floating 3 from Blink Mothern to do that again.
Okay.
And then I will pass.
All right.
I'm going to do the. By the way, before your end turn, I'm going to do the Moment of Triumph thing,
Sure.
just to give me 2 life.
Perforos off of Outpost Siege.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'll draw. I get 1 colorless from the Soul Ring. And everything's mana's doubled again, right?
From lands, yes.
Which Perforos is it?
It's OG Perforos.
Which is, I'm sorry, I've been
God
out of
of
the
the
game for a while. God of the Forge. All right.
So 2 costs 1 less. 3 plus 1, 4. 5, 6, 7. I'll have 1 red floating. Brass's bounty. I have 18 treasures. Because, I need more mana. So 1 red floating.
Flash in
Plus
that
2 play Perforos.
what's it called? Flash in Revel and Riches.
Yeah, right. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I will pay 3 treasures and have scrambled, lose 2 life, and I'll draw a card. I'll pay 5, go to 10 treasures. Dictate of the Twin Gods. So if a source would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead.
Sweet.
I will note that Xantia is life loss, not damage.
I know. No, I know.
I know, I was just telling the table as a whole.
Perforos is damage, though.
Yeah.
2, 4, I'll have 1 red floating. Ox of Agonas. When it enters the battlefield, discard my hand, and then draw 3 cards. Everybody takes 4. Two, 4, 1 red floating from before. Siege Gang Commander.
I would like to
Everybody
respond
take-
to that.
Sure.
Because I'm about to die. So I will do what I can and activate Xantia 12 times.
Yep.
So Scramble is going to lose 24 life, and I'm going to draw 12 cards.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
And in response to you dying, I'm going to float all my mana. So I'll have 20 red floating. And each
We
of
still
you
have
take
flash
4,
for you?
8.
Sorry, do our creatures still have flash?
No, that's gone.
No.
That's I took care of that.
No, it's gone
as
when
you
I
were
die.
Oh,
And you
so
each take 16.
So we each take 16.
Yes.
So that's from
Perforos, Dictate of the Twin Gods.
so
I have 20 red floating right now.
So you brought in what caused the 16? I'm sorry. And
Siege
Okay.
Gang Commander came in.
No, I dealt 4 to you before from the Ox, so you should be
Okay.
at 34. Then I dealt 16 from Siege Gang Commander coming in with 3 goblins.
Okay, 3 goblins. So yeah, I was at 42 earlier, so I took the 4
Okay.
off already.
Yeah, I thought you were sorry, I thought you were still at 38.
So that's another 12 down then.
It's 16.
No, but I mean the goblin. There's 3 goblins.
And
3
Siege
goblins
Gang,
and Siege
the
Gang
original.
Commander. That's 4
Oh,
creatures.
okay.
That's 16.
Technically, I think it's more because of the
Unfortunate.
dual nature, but
That 20 mana is not really going to get me anywhere. I'll use 1 of it for Dream Master Outcast. You each take 4. and I'll use one of it for Elixir of Immortality. I'll use 2 of it to gain 5 life and shuffle Elixir in my graveyard back into my library. So I'll be at 31. I'll use the other 5 to play Ilharg. You each take 4. I did my bid for King and Country. That's about all I got. Let's see. Can I do anything else? Yeah, I guess I can throw these 3 goblins at Scrambled for 6 more damage.
If it's the ones that just
They come
came
in
in, they
together.
enter tapped.
What's that?
If it's the ones that came in this turn, they enter tapped.
Doesn't matter. They get thrown.
Oh, with Siege
You
Gang.
don't have to tap Siege Gang to do anything.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were attacking.
No.
Sorry, my bad.
So 3 of them.
Yep, 3 of them, so you take 6.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that with Porphyros? Isn't that 12?
With
No.
Dictate.
Porphyros doesn't. Porphyros is when creatures enter the battlefield.
But with Dictate
my
of the Twin
control.
Gods, it's 12.
With Dictate doubles it.
Dictate of the Twin Gods doubles all damage for everything. So if you
Yeah,
were to
so
swing, say, a 20-20
So
feather, it would be 40 damage.
So the 3 goblins are doing 2 each, so it's actually 3 goblins doing 4 each, right? From Siege Gang Commander.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, you're right. So that's 12 damage total. So you get 6 more damage.
Cool.
Hey, you're back down to earth. All right.
That was a Herculean effort.
It was a Herculean effort, yes.
All good.
I will say that Porphyros is active, but I have no intention. I can't do anything, so I'm pass.
So, man, I'm going to do the Moment of Triumph thing. Gain 2 life.
That it with the Moment of Triumph? I forget, is it?
Yep.
Oh.
It's a +2/+2 for Feather, and then I gain 2 life, and then since I target Feather, it comes back to my hand at the end step.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna.
Sorry, I had to kill you, Dragonfly.
That's fine.
I missed double mana, so I'm gonna pay 4 and play Keeper of Progenesis. So, Plains, Mountains, Forest, produce twice. And then going to pay 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 for Gishath.
Sure.
I'll pay 2, 4, 6 with 1 floating because I only need 5, so 1 floating. I'll go to combat. I'm gonna swing Gishath at you, Pulster.
Sure. It's
And
a 7/6, right?
What's that?
7/6?
Yeah, but I'm gonna cast Uncaged Fury. So it gets +1/+1 and double strike until end of turn.
I'm still gonna block it with Porphyros, so I'll take 6 from general damage.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still dead from general damage.
So how much damage did you take from the swing, though?
Let's see.
12?
I think it's.
Oh,
I blocked
16
6 of it. You're dealing 14.
16.
it's 16 because it's 8, 7.
So
And Porphyros is 5.
Porphyros is 6. Oh, sorry, it is 5. You're right. 6/5. So I'm only passing 5. I'm blocking 5 of it. So that's
13.
9 damage. It's coming over.
So 1, 2, 3, right, so we got a Thrashing Brontodon, Runic Armasaur, and a Ripjaw Raptor. I'll then pass the turn. I guess I'll have to draw some cards from Gurok. Just one, actually, from Ripjaw. Play a land for turn. Then I'll pass the turn.
Okay, and I'll do the Moment of Truth again for two life. And then end of turn, bring it back into my hand. So no doubling, right?
Correct.
No, you
Damage
do
is no longer
land.
doubled because I'm out of the game.
Oh, my planes will double.
Yeah, and mountains from Keeper for Genesis.
Oh,
Oh, is mountains in there too?
Yep.
Mountain, forest, or plain. Sweet. All right. Speaking of mountains. And then, boy, I wish I had another of those board wipes. Do you have anything flying? That 2/3 is flying, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. There's no way I can block all of that, so I'm going to go ahead and tap to attack. Scrambled. I'll cast Reckless Charge on her to give her. Well, okay. So let me do this in the right order. I'll tap to attack, cast God's Willing. Okay, I'll tap to attack. And I'll cast Moment of Triumph to give her +2/+2, and I gain 2 life. I'll cast God's Willing for protection from white.
Okay.
I'll cast Reckless Charge to give her +3/+0, and Infuriate to give her +3/+2. So she's 8/8, 11/8 with protection from white, and I gain 2 life.
All right, so I'm taking all 11.
And let's see. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I get to scry 1 with God's Willing. I'll take that. And then I'm done.
Okay.
Your turn.
Cool. On that,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm gonna tap 2, 4, 6. Quartzwood Crasher.
that's funny.
It's probably overkill. Same with the tested. I'm gonna uptick her. Gives Gishath double strike, and then I'll swing out with pretty much everything. Keep a couple stuff back.
Okay, I'm going to cast Dawn Charm, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Now, my question is, does that prevent commander damage too?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
All right. That happens. All right. Second main here.
You have 2 mains?
What's that?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Getting confused, that's all.
I'm gonna
Go
play
ahead.
my first return. I'm gonna tap 2, 4, 6. Telia the Primal Storm. And then
Nice.
2, 4, 6, 8. Rampaging Brontodon. So I'm going to draw 2 cards from casting those 2. And then I'm going to pass to you.
All right, I'll untap and draw. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do the same thing last turn. Before combat, just to make it straight. I'll cast Moment of Triumph. I'll cast Reckless Charge and Infuriate to make her 11-8. I'll cast God's Willing to give her Pro White and attack for 11.
It's gonna put me 24.
And I think that's 22 commander damage.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. You had that thing coming back to your hand anyways, right? The
What's that?
combat damage.
Yeah, that did not go back to my hand. Yeah, that
Oh,
was.
it's okay. So
It did not target her, so it went to the
That's the
grave.
target feather, yeah.
That's to target
Gotcha.
one of my creatures to return.
Very good.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I
Hey, guys.
needed another flyer or something. I think
That's
all of them are white. So
that's my first win this weekend. So
Nice.
thanks for the game, guys.
Yay, congrats. That's
No,
awesome.
dude, I love that dinosaur deck. I'm so jealous of it.
it's
I love creature
Yeah,
damage. It's so much fun.
you know,
All right. Now
it's pretty
So,
nutty when you make tokens too.